Now we're going to come up and meet Jankabir Muminov of Uzbekistan and Anton Gottfredson, young kid now representing the Army's world-class athlete program.
And for all you, Anton is in the resident program here in Colorado Springs. He's about 22 years old, trained up at Northern Michigan before he moved down here. And as earlier, he's a kid from California.
By way of the Ukraine.
Yeah, born in the Ukraine.
Muminov here, the bigger of the two as far as his height goes. Gottfredson got a pretty good frame on him. 2-on-1 arm throw attempt by Muminov. Justin Reese picks up a victory over on mat number 2. Looks like he was wrestling the heavyweight there at 90 instead of 96. So I think Bulgaria trying to trickle in here and get their matches as they thought their matches started later. But no score here, 1:15 to go. First period, Anton Gottfredson of the United States in the blue. Jankabir Muminov of Uzbekistan.
Mat number 2, Team USA. Mango.
And Spencer Mango going to take the mat over there.
Yep. Spencer's wrestling a 2-time junior world champ down there. It's going to be interesting. And Spencer was a bronze medalist in the junior worlds a few years back.
8 seconds to go before we get to parterre. No score. Muminov really has controlled the pace of this bout so far. It's flying headlock and they will not stop it because he was in danger. Time should not be out, actually. He was in danger, so the clock needs to keep going.
The clock should keep running. I don't know why they're stopping.
Well,
and you hear the American coaches saying stop the clock, but you're absolutely right, Jason. The clock should not have stopped.
It was in danger. He was in danger. The clock does not stop. Now we get blood. Looks like that cut.
Maybe that's why the clock stopped.
Here comes the challenge. That should have.
Challenge.
I don't think that's not a challengeable call.
I don't think that's a challengeable call.
So he threw almost a flying headlock. If you, it was like, I'm going to run, jump, catch you, and put you on your back. So it's a very unorthodox tactic there, Ike. You ever do one of those?
A flying headlock? Yeah. No, I've never tried a flying headlock.
I don't know. I mean, is that what would you call that?
I would call exactly what you just called it, a flying headlock. I think because he saw on the clock there was about 3 seconds left.
He just ran up, hopped over, got the head in the arm, boom, 3.
And he said, I have nothing to lose. I might as well leave my feet. Young kids don't try that one.
Yeah, that clock does not stop when you are in a danger position. It keeps rolling. If the wrestler is in danger on his back, the clock continues to, the period will continue to roll.
It sounds like you read your rule book this morning.
I read my rule book like nonstop before the trials and during the rule changes. So, because this is not my first rodeo trying to broadcast Greco.
Oh, really?
Remember, I had both days of the trials.
Oh, okay.
Last year, Van Stokes got all the freestyle. He got all the Greco wrestlers who cheat.
Yeah, the leg grabbers, the ankle biters, as I would call them. But it's impressive that you're so knowledgeable of the rules.
Spencer Mango, let's cut over there real quick.
Oh, here we
go. Looks like we got to throw on.
He's going to walk him out.
Oh! And the place goes nuts. Oh, you just caught that. We got it for you. We looked over. Spencer Mango with the big throw. I love it. You don't see a whole freestyle. You could have picked the leg and avoided going over. Greco, you're just hold on, going for a ride. Let's go back to Gottfredson. So Gottfredson's going to watch this match, as we record it. We will put it up on our USA Wrestling YouTube site. And in the middle is going to be a Mango 5-point throw.
So the referees have cleared it up.
3-1, so 10 seconds to go. So yes, 3-1 for the hold. Hey, you hear Smooth Criminal in the background.
So the referees, so everyone's clear here. The clock cannot stop when a guy's in a pinning position. So the Army protested the call. Not only was it 3 points, but the 1 point was for
Muminov of Uzbekistan. I'll save you the pronunciation.
So the period's over. We understand. So now the Army's out of challenges for this match.
That was a nice throw over there with the mango, wasn't it?
Yes. I wish I saw the beginning of it, though.
Well, we caught it right when he was in midair. Like, uh-oh. It's the biggest ovation from the crowd we've heard all day. Oh! Cody Bickley likes it. Under a minute to go over there with Mango, so we still got some blood time. Let's go back over there for a minute. Mango in the blue. Looks like they're going to go to locks. Now Mango's going to have a chance to lock in the top position. Well, we'll bring you back if anything happens. We'll come back with Gottfredson and Muminov. Again, reason we're focusing on this is we're focusing on 2 U.S. teams each round. So
Spencer's in trouble. Oh, no. He pushed him out.
Uses that underhook and throws him out on the edge. So Mango lost the lock. Now we're back here to action. But anyway, like we were saying, we're getting each U.S. team twice, each foreign team twice. So just the way the schedule's out, and this match with Uzbekistan is probably the better matchup in terms of teams with the U.S. This is mostly Army squad. Gottfredson doing a pretty good job of controlling the center, but not controlling the tie. Uzbek really tough on the hand fighting is Muminov. You know, what's the biggest thing have you noticed from a developmental standpoint that our young guys have to work on?
Holding position on their feet, especially with their legs, and learning to wrestle with their whole body. And then the core and the parterre, if you watch most of these European wrestlers, they have really strong ribs and hips, and it's really hard to turn them. Where the American, especially the young team, just goes right over. And that just takes development. It takes years of training on the mat, learning to how each position of the gut wrench feels and the lift. And you know, all of our guys come from the folk south, so they're used to trying to get up off the mat with hand control. So. But those are the biggest difference. Those are the two areas that our young guys are in trouble with.
So still some blood time going on. Mango won the match over there.
Yeah, even though the guy got away from him, he got an underhook and pushed him out of bounds. So that was a really good match for him.
Still some blood to clean up.
I'm wondering who's bleeding.
Another headlock attempt. He
tried his flying headlock again. And
I don't think he flew that one. That was more of just a flapping headlock. No. Gottfredson trying to get inside control. Hanging on the wrist, now pummeling in there. And I'd say, Ike, from my vantage point, I think the biggest thing is from our entire team, I think, is scoring from parterre offense. You've seen the foreign teams really effective at scoring in that position, even though it might be against our inexperienced kids. You know, a lot of them score from the top position.
Oh, yeah. That's it. You know, they're really focused on it. Again, these guys grew up during Greco, so they know that gut wrench technique inside and out, or they have what they call a lift. So, and that's their specialties. And we have to learn. I mean, our young boys don't do that in high school. Yeah, I think Anton split his lip open here, and they're really trying to stop the bleeding. But as a wrestler, as you would know, once you cut your inside of your mouth, it's really hard to stop the bleeding.
still bleeding. This is going to be the longest 2-period match, I think, in the history of video.
Now Anton has a chance on top.
Now trying to defend is what the Uzbek needs to do here. Muminov, Gottfredson trying to continue. He have his lock. Now you see the Uzbekistani wrestler crawling forward, and that creates friction on the wrists, and really it makes it really hard to keep that lock.
Yes, and for you to get your hands tight, and they're really good at it. And now he won't let him in, as you can see how tight he is to the mat and got his arm. So now Anton can barely get his hands locked, and the time runs out.
So
Point Uzbek.
Jahangir Muminov of Uzbekistan going to top Anton Gottfredson in the second period 1-0.